see. Well, you were saying about the children then, Mrs. Fielding?
Yes. You didn't mind me calling?
Not at all, no, but you said it was urgent.
Well, I think it is. I've given it a lot of thought.
I see.
Oh, I shouldn't have come.
No, I'm sure you should. I'm sure it's something very important. But why?
Is it all right if I come in?
Oh, hello, Len. Well, we were...
I was just stripping a house down, you see, and I came across all these books in the rubbish, and I thought you might like them. They're not much.
Well, thank you very much. Great.
I mean, they're not thrillers or out like that. If they had been, I would have kept them.
Right, great, thanks, Len.
You're welcome. See you for a pint later?
Might.
Aye. Ta-da.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Sorry about that.
It was rather nice of him. Funny, isn't it? Book school teachers. Association of ideas, I suppose.
Yes. Well, you were saying about the children, Mrs. Fielding.
Yes. They've changed. They were nice kids. Now they're unruly. They just couldn't care less. They're even causing trouble with the other children.
Well, I suppose...
Oh, I know what you supposed, Mr. Barlow. I supposed it too, at first. But you teach. You must have had experience of children who've lost a parent.
Not little ones.
Well, all my life I've taught junior primary. Small children are much more resilient than we think.
And mine aren't.
They've become hard.
Hard?
Oh, that's the word I have to use. It's the right word.
Well, yes, I'm sure it is, but it's still a bit of a shaker.
I am sorry. I felt...
Yes, I know. You were quite right to come round and see me. I just wonder if I'm doing the right thing.
I understand you've got a Mrs. Lacey looking after them.
Yes, she's trained. We're trying to get in a normal life if we possibly can. In fact, right now she's round there with her great-uncle.
Well, perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps we should just keep our eyes on them for a little while.
Yes, perhaps we should. Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Fielding.
Goodbye, Mr.
Goodbye.
Barlow.
Thank you.
Right, it was...
She's doing her hostess bit again tonight.
Does it bother you?
Come again, Mrs. Sharple.
Well, you're paid to serve behind this bar, aren't you? Are you like the rest of the workers these days? Think you should get money for watching the boss work?
Oh, by the way, did you have a word with what's her name, you?
No, I decided it's like you said, it's 10 years ago.
Aye, and perhaps marriage is melody.
Yeah, like it's Melody.
You said that again, I'll show you how mellow I am.
She might have changed, yeah. But I'm still going to keep an eye on her.
Well, there's no harm in that, love.
See you, Trap.
Yeah, Billy. Tell her to tell him.
Harold, no.
Oh, you mean about,
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, tell him.
No!
Tell him.
Oh, tell us what? Well, it's nothing really, although some of you might be interested.
You're putting the prices down.
No. Something quite trivial, really. It's just that Mr. Dewhurst and I have decided to go on a cruise.
When?
Next week.
I should have thought you'd want to keep a thing like that quiet.
Where are you going?
Oh, nowhere special, just toddling round the Greek islands.
Oh, aye, like you toddled around Mallorca. What's wrong with toddling around Blackpool?
New things to see, Mrs. Sharples.
Well, there's no new in Greece, only old buildings falling down.
Those old buildings were the cradle of Western civilization.
You know, I always thought that was Bessie Street. Well, anyway, they're going, and they're going to have a good time, aren't you?
We hope so, son.
And so are we, darling.
And while Mr. Dewhurst and I are on the blue Mediterranean...
To say nothing of the Aegean.
Oh, yes. I shall place the Rovers in the capable hands of Mrs. Turpin and Miss Lynch, with Billy keeping a watchful eye.
This eye.
Blue Mediterranean, eh? Of course, we might be going round there ourselves later on. Stan's got somewhat up his sleeve. He's always been interested in travel.
Travel? Takes him all this time to get from bedroom to backyard.
Well, I tell you, I wouldn't get too excited about Hilda, because I can tell you quite categorically that he's not gone to charter unless it's his yacht.
Oh, well, if you know so much, where has he gone, then?
Well, he asked me to say nout, so I'm saying nout. Wherever he is, I bet the Greeks had a word for it, too.
It's all flipping Chinese.
I thought you said you knew something about motorbikes.
I do. You did. Listen, 30 years ago, I could strip a bike down in the street, put it back together again before I finished my flipping fact.
What happened? You give up smoking?
No, instinct. And didn't need flipping handbooks.
Look, I simply asked to look up the petrol system.
You don't need a handbook for that. You put your hand along the pipe. If it comes away damp, smells of petrol, you've got a leak.
I want to know if I put it together correctly.
Like a flipping road map, this is. Where do you start?
No, it's not a road map. It's a petrol system. For a Rover 2000. I'll do it by instinct.
I will.
Fancy going across the water, love? I thought we might go to foreign parts.
I know, don't tell me. Twice across the Mersey on the Birkenhead ferry.
No, I thought of something a bit more exotic, like the Isle of Man.
Oh, now that I might consider.
Great, because the Parks Committee's selling off a few old rowing boats.
I see. Me row.
Not all the time, no. I'd want you to fan me occasionally.
Oh, makes you laugh, though, doesn't it?
Well, I'm glad something amuses you.
No, I mean, when you come to think about it. Now, I would never have gone to Australia but for a death. And you and him wouldn't be going round the Greek islands but for the same.
Don't you ever think before you open your mouth?
I could have answered that for him.
I only told the truth. I speak my mind, I do.
Aye, and it's twisted.
Listen, there's the haves and the have-nots, and me and Stan are the have-nots.
Yes, but if you're talking about plain common sense, by heck, you're right.
Afternoon. Trouble?
No more than usual, mate. And where the heck have you been? I thought you'd gone teetotal or something.
I've been taking some lessons in intuitive mechanics.
You better give him a pint, love.
I didn't realize your husband could work magic.
You are?
Oh, it's true. He can start a cylinder firing by swearing at it. He can make the lights work by kicking the tires.
Is that where he's been, working for you?
He's working for himself on that job he bought.
Bought?
Cash deposit.
Ah, bless him. Here, give us a bottle of beer. He deserves it. Hey, now, don't tell me what sort it is. You know, Mercedes or that. Just say if it's big, little or medium.
Well, I'd say it was something larger than medium, wouldn't you, Len?
Definitely.
Ah, bless him.
You're terrible.
Is that what they're thinking, Harold?
People always think the worst. They like to think the worst because they're jealous. So thank you.
Well, I can't go. I really can't go if that's what they're saying about us.
Mum, you are going on that cruise if I have to tie you up in a sack and have you slung on board in a crane.
No need. I'll carry her over my shoulder.
There you are, you see, so stop worrying about what the neighbours will think. You're going on that trip and you're going to come back a different woman. A woman who'll clout the old Ogden's ears if she says out of place, all right?
OK, off you go now. I'll tell you another story tomorrow. Night-night. Oh, they seem to settle down all right.
Have you seen this?
Yes, it's one of the books that Len Fackler for her.
Look inside.
A little devil.
I've only just noticed. Otherwise, they'd have been in bed half an hour ago.
Oh, I don't think that's the right way.
Not after that.
Even after that.
Are you dissatisfied, Mr. Barlow?
No. No, not really.
Only
but
if you are.
It's just that their teacher came round to see me.
Did she? What for?
Well, she says they've changed. They've hardened. They've become unruly and mischievous.
Oh, it's a phase. It's understandable.
Yes, that was our theory. But Mrs. Fielding has been dealing with children from a very young age, and apparently she said the young ones come bouncing back very fast. The only trouble is that Susan and Peter aren't bouncing.
We'll have to persevere then, won't we? For one thing, I think they should see less of their Uncle Albert. They must have done that as soon as they got back tonight. He just lets them do what they like, and that's the result. But I'll find out which one did it.
No, leave it. I'll talk to them tomorrow.
You think I'm too strict, don't you?
No, Mrs. Lacey, no, I don't. It was what we decided because of the shock. Look, I think I'll go and talk to one or two of the neighbours who've brought up children of their own.
Ah, found you.
Hello, Chum.
He brought you this.
Oh, you're an angel.
Right, where is it then? The car?
You what? What do you think of it, eh?
Is that it?
What do you mean, is that right?
Yeah, well, I suppose. I mean...
Well, listen, it's got wheels, it's mobile. I've done all the work on it myself. Look, try it. There you are. Mind your head. That's right.
Well, yeah. Yeah, well, I suppose we could take it round the Greek islands with us.
You what?
Round the Greek islands, you can put them on the boats, you know. Ah, Chuck, you got it for us holidays and you never told me.
You and your flaming holidays. I'm not taking you anywhere around the countryside, I tell you. I've got this to go to work on. the best kind of voice for your job.
What's the matter with that one?
No, you want one on a swivel, mate. It's only a couple of quid more. You know, you get it off tax anyway.
Well, order that one, then.
Okay, yeah. You get 20% off trade.
Oh.
I share the discount with Billy.
Oh.
Have you an appointment? Because this is an engineering works, you know, not just a canteen.
Oh, well, I'll come back later on then, shall I?
Well, you're here now. Have a cup of tea. There's probably one in the pot.
Well, it's just that I wanted to chat something over, that's all, but, oh, well, we all know each other.
And our vices. Yeah, get yourself sat down.
Yeah, it's just that the children's teacher dropped in to see me.
All right, what have they been up to then? Trying to set fire to the school?
Not yet, no, but she's concerned. Apparently they're becoming insular and insolent.
Well, at least they haven't got nits in their hair.
Yeah, but I wish I knew what was wrong.
You do?
No, it's not that, Elsie. After 2 months, I should be getting over that.
Well, you're the school teacher.
Yeah, it's ironic, isn't it? For 9 years, I've been sorting out problems between parents and kids. When I come up against my own, I get unstuck.
Your kids aren't problems.
They are now, then. Is it me?
You what?
I want to know, Elsie. I need help.
And you've come to us three for advice? Oh, you couldn't have picked a worse three. There's not one of us could keep our own kids.
That's true. We could certainly learn from our mistakes.
Right then, ladies first.
Oh, well, as there's none of them present, I'll go. I see. I suppose I spoilt him. Suppose it was to keep him quiet. I don't know. Anyway, they don't bother with me now, but they seem happy enough. That's all. Next, please.
Well, I'm the same. I gave David everything he wanted. I suppose I spoiled him. And I suppose if I hadn't done, he might have been a different young man when he came to visit us last year. But I've got a worse problem than Elsie's.
Oh, come off it, Alan. I mean, your lad's only a few years younger than mine, and I brought mine up very strict. And look what he was like when he came up that time.
Well, I will say one thing. Our Dennis doesn't seem to have been half the trouble that you're to,
Well, I mean, Stanley is all right once he settles down.
And the same's true about Mark. He's only passing through a phase. Your Dennis had a bit of a caning when he was younger, remember that?
That's right. Throw Borstal in my face.
Look, if he had some discipline in the first place, he wouldn't have been sent to Borstal.
Well, at least he didn't try to wreck a flaming marriage or a flaming business, did he? Like
don't
your
get
kid.
personal, Elsie.
You're flaming personal. You started it. And none of this is helping Ken, is it?
No.
Well, Ken, I suppose the solution is you bring up your own child in your own way, instinctively.
Yeah. And if you get it right, you're flaming lucky.
Well, I reckon you got a bargain there, Stan.
Ah, I got more than a bargain for and all. Trying to take it halfway around the flipping world.
It's all right. It'll broaden your mind.
Oh, I'm my backside. No, mate.
Oh, you mean you want your fiver back?
Well, I could take it to a motorcycle shop, couldn't I?
Yeah. I'll give it to you when I've been to the bank.
What about me labour?
You must be joking.
Listen, yesterday morning that thing was coughing. It's not coughing now, is it? Get a good price off that fella on the croft.
All right, let's call it 7.
That seems fair enough.
I'll see you in the Rovers tonight.
Right. Ta-da, all faithful.
Hope you didn't mind me phoning you.
I was glad you did. Got me away from the Mediterranean. Oh, she does go on.
I think it's urgent.
Huh?
Ken Barlow called here. The kids are in trouble at school.
Margaret Lacey.
Yeah, I think so. That's why I called for you. Poor Ken, I don't know how I feel sorry for him.
Poor Ken. Poor kids. Poor Ken ought to stop feeling sorry for himself and put himself in their place. I know what it's like.
You know, for once, I think you might be right. You know, he thinks he's doing his best for them.
Yeah, his best. He prides himself on doing his best. But it's his pride. He wants to stop looking at his theories and get to know his own kids.
Well, as I said before, you might be right this time.
Look, when my mum died, I was carted off to that orphanage. No one spoke to me for about 2 days. Oh, they spoke about me, like, to each other. Show her where she eats. Show her where she sleeps. Show her where she cleans her teeth. Nobody spoke to me. No, I tell a lie. Someone did speak to me. When I was crying about me mum, somebody said, "Don't be silly."
Look, kid, do you think we ought to have a word with Ken?
No, maybe I'll have a word with Margaret Lacey first.
Look, it's not been touched. Can I have my money back?
Oh, I don't think I can, Hilda.
Right, well, give us me tuppence back on the bottle and a pint pot. I'll sup it here.
Well, I think it's illegal, love. I don't think you can buy on the premises, to take off the premises, to bring back on the premises. What do you say, Mr. Dewar?
Looks as if she's breaking a lot of the licensing laws to me.
Yeah, well, my husband's broke a licensing law and all. Marriage licence. I bought that for him because I thought he were going to take me on holiday, but no, not him. Too flaming skinny and dog lazy.
Well, why don't you start your own holiday fund? On your own bat, like. Diddle him on odds and ends, cheaper food and all that. Then when you've saved up enough, tell him he's paid for it, so he might as well take you.
Yeah, but say he won't.
Well, then go on your own and chance meeting another fella. I mean, you're not a bad-looking woman.
Hey, yeah.
I'm not just a pretty face, and we can say the same thing about you, can't we?
Yeah, we can, that.
Can I have a word with you, Alan Dewhurst?
Oh, me?
Oh, he knows his name. Yes, you!
Oh, hang about, Hilda.
You are.
Yeah. Don't say I never give you an out.
What's this?
Give it to him when he comes in, your fella. I bought that bag back off him. Hey, hang about a bit. 4 of them's still mine.
Hey, you know what I think?
I think I do.
Do you mean to say you're really going with her?
Certainly.
Right, you like your punishment, don't you, lad?
I'm looking forward to it. We'll enjoy ourselves.
I've been abroad with her, you know.
I know.
And she wasn't moaning about her feet, she was complaining about the food. And every fella that even looked for her, and she talked to as though the sun had never set on the British Empire.
You're trying to put me off.
I'm trying to save you from a watery grave. Where are you sailing from?
Southampton?
Oh, well, by the time the sailors have let go the last rope, she'll be ready to abandon ship.
You're not frightening me, you know.
No, lad, I'm frightening her. Just look at her watching us. She doesn't know what the heck we're talking about.
I'm with you. We can talk some more. Keep her guessing.
That's right, and while we're talking, we might as well have a drink.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bet, love. Bet.
Hang on.
Hello, Chuck.
Oh, hello, family.
Not many in, is there?
No.
Has Len been in?
No?
Alan?
No.
Billy Walkley, oh.
Oh, yeah. He gave me something to mind for you.
Oh, yeah.
£3 for your bag.
Fancy that, eh?
So I'm going to mind it till we go on us holidays. Be a good start to my holiday fund.
Flaming Nora!
Have a drink, Chuck. Only you can't sup it in here.
Hello. Oh, there's the cars for Monday.
I don't think I've missed anybody.
Good, good. I want them to have the best birthday party they've ever had.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. Although they don't really deserve it. They wouldn't say which one had scribbled in that book this morning. So I told them that unless one or the other owned up, they'd both go to bed early tonight.
I thought I asked you to leave that to me. I said I'd talk to them when they came home.
I know you did, Mr. Barlow. But it is my job.
All right. Yes, it is your job. I spoke to some of the neighbours.
And what did they say?
Well...
Oh, not that I'd pay much attention.
They said a lot, but we ended up back at square one. It's still our problem.
It's not really a problem. The children will come round.
Hello. How have you seen Elsie? You said you might be popping round to see me.
Oh, it's something to nothing, really. I thought I'd ask Mrs. Lacey what she thought would be a nice present for the twins.
Well, in that case, I'll pop round to the library. I think I'll just drop into the Rovers before tea, all right? Cheerio.
Sure.
Bye.
Well, what would be a nice present for them? How about love and understanding? They'd like that. Or perhaps a new nanny. That'd suit them even more.
Are you threatening me?
Yes, I am. I like them kids. I like Ken. And I liked Val. And I don't like you. I don't even have to worry about you clouting for me for saying it to your face to her. Not now.
You're very bitter, aren't you?
If I am, it's because I had good instruction at that orphanage.
That was 10 years ago. Are you going to tell Mr. Barlow?
That was the idea when I came in.
Then why didn't you?
Because I'm not like you. I don't like to see people suffering. Tell him when you're not around.
Please don't.
You? Begging?
Yes. I told you that was 10 years ago. You were younger then. You exaggerated everything in your mind. All children do. You thought everybody was against you. I wasn't much older myself then.
Oh, you're in the wrong job.
No, I'm not. I like children. I like Peter and Susan. Why do you think I took the job? Spoiling children isn't giving them love, you know. People who spoil children are just doing it for their own amusement.
And you bully them for your own amusement. Oh, come off it, I know you.
Look, Lucille, it's their birthday on Monday. I'm busy trying to prepare a good time for them now. Think about it. I've changed. Let me prove it. You've got to be fair, Lucille.
Yes, but who to?
Hey, there's 3 thirsty people here, love.
Let me get them, Len, will you? I've only got time for one.
Oh, are you taking me out then?
Look, no, I have a business appointment. So it's a gin for my lady wife and a pint for my friend and a scotch for me, please.
Yes,
Ken?
indeed.
No, I'm all right, thanks. Sorry.
Hey, Ken, were those boots all right I brought you?
Oh, they were fine, thanks so much. Then you have to be with some shells now to put them on.
I'm sorry about the odd one, you know, but it was just in a pile that was going to be thrown away.
The odd one?
Yeah, the one that the kid had scribbled all over.
You mean it was like that when you got it?
Well, you don't think I go drawing pussies in books, do you? I only do that in my paying-in book.
Thanks.
Well, what have I said?
Well, perhaps he's still worried about the kids.
Well, he had the pressure on us today, didn't he? Which of us has the nicest son?
I still think our Dennis.
Stanley when he settles down.
Look, Mark only has to be given a chance. Darling, I have to go.
Oh, I'll come with you.
You can't stay here, you know.
I can always come back. He never can remember a comb.
There you are, then. Len, now that'll be,
Oh.
well, 1 whiskey, 1 gin, and your pint of bitter.
Isn't it marvellous? He invites me out for a drink and then leaves me to pay. They call that friendship, you know, just because I said my son was smarter than his. What do you think of your son, Annie?
Billy? Oh, the best, Len. The best.
Skirt shorter, hours longer. That's a new house rule when Mum goes away.
And that's just one of your ideas.
And that is just one of my... I got thousands of them. When a cat's away, mouse.
Has it ever occurred to you that this mouse could be the cat? I've got very long claws.
We'll see.
Who is it?
It's the director of a company, one I knew in Yorkshire.
Oh, car?
Yes. But don't tell Billy Walker. He's not the most polished salesman, and this fella's got some money.
Oh, any wives?
It's a business appointment.
Oh, will you be back late?
Well, I don't know. You know how these things are. How do I look?
Oh, smart. Don't know anything I wouldn't do, will you?
You sure you want to give me as much leeway as that?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mrs. Sharples has got a notion about this cruise, Annie.
How exciting. Just the opposite.
She reckons that to stop evil gossip, she ought to come with us as a chaperone.
Oh, well, touched as I am by Mrs. Sharple's concern, I really think I would prefer to serve 7 years before the mast.
I thought that's what you'd say. Don't worry. Enjoy yourselves.
I didn't think that was very funny.
I did.
Yes, gentlemen, what can I do for you?
Oh, just some boring business deal. OK, Maggie, I'll be over in 10 minutes. There. We'll find somebody to pull to pieces. See you, love. Bye.
Am I late?
No. 5 minutes, perhaps? Doesn't matter. You ready?
Why not?